Alright, Schlockmeister fans, continuing with the Scream Theater double feature, we're going to watch something called The Last Slumber Party. Let's check it out. Alright, while some obnoxious heavy metal music plays, not that heavy metal music is bad, but this is kind of obnoxious. We have some guy who looks like he's a doctor or something, and what the hell's going on here?
I don't know what he looked like. All I know is he ran when I screamed. Yeah, I think he went that way.
I guess there was an intruder. I'm not sure this relates to that opening scene. It's a trend in this movie. Linda, Tracy, and Chris, they're going to have a slumber party on the last day of school. Some kind of bad situation, patient situation, and a threat.
Actually, he did say something.
What was that?
He said he'd kill you or anybody else that tried to cut out part of his brain.
Which is just exactly why we have to do just that.
Looks like the slumber party is a go.
Chris? Yeah? We aren't going to do anything to get me in trouble, are we? I mean, Tommy and Billy aren't going to drive a car into the swimming pool like they did at Susan Craig's house, will they?
Remember that guy with the scalpel in the opening scene? I guess he's an escaped mental patient. And this was a girl waiting at a bus stop. The sleeping guy next to her never noticed.
What's that damn bus getting here anyway?
And it's party time. I love it when girls do this.
What? There's somebody outside.
And the boys show up.
Oh, God damn it. Tommy, you bastard. I can't believe how gross and immature you really are.
Shut up, Melissa.
Are you serious? Billy, I should call the cops on you assholes.
Yeah. Let's at least go
It's a
upstairs
happening
and
time
call
at the
the
slumber
guy.
party.
Besides, we have to call Scott for you, Linda. Chris?
Look behind you, Linda. Eventually they let the boys in, and when one of the girls takes a shower, he anxiously awaits. And as she looks for him, eventually she gives up. These two make out, unbeknownst to the fact that the killer is right in the room with them next to the Bee Gees poster. But he wants more than sex.
Do you have any drugs?
Okay, Buster Brown, wait right here, and I'll be right back.
She's gonna go get the drugs.
Come on, what are you doing? Come
Well,
on.
he's confronted by the killer. Here's an odd scene that's hard to figure out initially. Girl gets stabbed. Comes down the stairs. But alas,
Help me, Chris. Please.
it's clearly just a dream.
Help me, Chris. Please.
So near as I can tell, they've been stalked by this guy named, they call him Science. He's a nerdy guy, but I think he was just a stalker. Happens to be there too, and our killer takes care of him in front of the Xanadu poster.
So what do you think the guy's car is still doing outside?
I mean, what do you think they're up to?
I don't know. I just wish they'd go away. All I want to do is go to sleep.
It's a
Yeah,
swinging,
ditto,
apple-eating
baby.
fun time at the slumber
See you
party.
later, alligator. Hey,
After
Linda.
eating her apple, she goes to bed, but finds the nerdy guy in her bed, dead, and sort of calmly gets up, no screams. And she gets it in front of the Sesame Street poster. The bodies are starting to pile up now. Clearly someone in the house is killing people, but she doesn't leave. In fact, she goes into the house and starts finding more bodies.
Chris, get help.
I guess she had one line left in her before she died. So she slowly walks around the house with a knife, stabs the first thing that moves. Remember that guy Scott who was supposed to come over for Linda? Well, that's Scott. And she just killed him. And then Scalpel Guy finds her. I think that bloody Scalpel Guy. Who's gonna strike first? Somebody make a move. Good job.
But I'm afraid we've got a real problem.
What's that?
Well, you know that patient in 6 East, Mr. Randall's?
Yes, what about it?
I don't know exactly how to tell you this, but apparently he's escaped.
Now, I'm not exactly sure who's who here, but I guess we're in a hospital again. Is this our same killer from earlier? It looks like him, but isn't he supposed to be sliced up in a kitchen? Now this guy's in a pool. Is that the same guy we just saw in the elevator? I don't know. And what the fuck is going on here? I guess it was just a dream? Or how much of it was a dream? The whole damn movie?
Chris?
Tracy?
What took you so long to answer?
Oh, I guess I'm really out of it. God, Trace, I had this terrible nightmare.
So everybody's alive, and she had a nightmare within a nightmare. But apparently,
Mom, you out here?
a mental guy did escape from the lunatic asylum, and there he is. Somehow she didn't see that. Our girls come in the house. The movie ends with a piercing scream and bloody Scalpel Guy. I guess this time he's real, not in a dream. All right, let's talk about The Last Slumber Party. It's hard to figure this one out. It's a very short film, only 70 minutes long. The acting is horrible. Everything is horrible about it. The sound's bad. There's some gore scenes. There's no nudity. I guess there's almost some nudity if you can look through a shower curtain, but not really. A cast of nobody made this movie in 1988. Some girls on the last day of school decide to have a slumber party at their house. There wasn't really any drinking involved. Some boys show up. One of the girls is going to meet this boy named Scott. And then apparently a guy escaped from some mental hospital. He's wearing a surgical mask and gown, and he's comes to the house and starts killing them one by one. He sneaks around the house, in the house, like right behind them, when in the room with them, and nobody knows he's there. And what's up with the posters in this house? It's 1988, but they had a disco era Bee Gees poster up, a Xanadu poster from 1980. And what high school girl has Sesame Street poster hanging in a room? I don't know. There was also Tom Selleck in there too, but strange. But anyway, the killer starts killing them off one by one, and then it got a little funky towards the end. We had one girl left. Now, she was outside, and she was going back in the house, and she saw her friend dead there. But instead of, clearly there's a killer in the house, but instead of running away screaming, nope, she goes into the house where apparently the killer has to be, grabs a knife, and then just kind of walks around the house, I guess, looking for the killer. She finds body after body. But eventually what happens is she apparently wakes up. There was like a dream within a dream. And then at the end, all the girls are alive again. But then in real life, in this new reality, the girl's dad, I guess, worked at he was a doctor or something, and a guy did escape from the mental ward and snuck into the house while the mom had her back turned. But Jesus Christ, you could see when she turned around, she could clearly see him. The door was like closing and he was looking right at her. Somehow she missed it though. The girls come in the house and there's the killer has somebody and bloody scalpel. He's walking towards the camera. I don't fucking know. This movie was a piece of shit, but at least it was 70 minutes long and it went by fairly quickly. There is some gore, obviously, but not a ton. Could have used some nudity here. Again, like I said, a cast of nobody. I didn't recognize any of these people, but it didn't have the same charm as Terror at 10 Killer had. I kind of enjoyed Terror at 10 Killer. Last Slumber Party, not so much. Now, as I explained on my review for Terror at 10 Killer, this double DVD here from Scream Theater, this double feature, has been listed at prices like at $180 on eBay, which is crazy. I remember because I needed Terror at 10 Killer to upgrade it from my VHS. Last Slumber Party is a brand new one for me. But I was watching it periodically, and finally I saw two auctions, one for $19.99 and one for $9.99. So I quickly bid on the $9.99 one. There was no other people bidding on this thing. So I was like, were these just inflated incorrectly? Do people really not want these, or do they want these? I don't know. But the guy at $9.99 had to buy it now for $65, and I was the only bidder on it, and then he canceled the auction for no reason whatsoever. Clearly, he thought he was going to get more than $9.99, so he was, I guess, going to try to get that money elsewhere. I don't know. So I quickly jumped on the $19.99 one, which was still operating for a couple hours. Bid on that one. I was the only bidder. I won it, and so I got this $180 disc for $20. So keep your eye out for it. You should be able to find it cheaper. If not, I'm guessing, actually I didn't look it up, but Last Slumber Party might be available on a standalone DVD. Terror 10 Killer is available on a PAL DVD. So, but anyway, that's it. I'll put a link down below. And this one, if there's an Amazon link, I wouldn't be surprised. $180 or something outrageous. But anyway, Terror 10 Killer is fun. I'll give it that one. Last Slumber Party, not so much. Check it out. Leave some comments. Let me know what you think about the Last Slumber Party. Watch it. Bye.